opinion. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna chop it up today, you know, on a music tip, you know what I'm saying, and revolutionary tip as well. We're gonna get it in. You know what I mean? So let me get a few more people up in here. You know what I'm saying? Then we'll get started. Peace to the guys. Peace to the guys. Let's see. Where everybody coming from? I mean, where y'all from? State your state, city, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Where y'all from? Okay. A Safo up in the building. Okay. Yeah. 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 Get the Safos, a Bible for Hodiers. You know what I mean? All of that. Peace to the guys, all of that. We family. We all family up here. Yeah. Shalom. Yeah. South Carolina up in the building. You know what I mean? Yeah. Got PTTG. That's peace to the guys. I already know. So I tell you what, I'm gonna let everybody pour in. I mean, we're gonna go ahead and get started. And like I said, you know, special guest is Bumati. I've been following the brother for a while, you know. So actually, I want to go ahead and say this story because I want to talk to the brother and just let him know while we're looking at him. So without further ado, you know, we got, in my opinion, one of the best spitters. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he could, if he wanted to, he could let people have it, but I don't know, maybe he being too modest and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna go ahead and bring him in right now. So y'all go ahead and welcome the brother Bumati. And like I said, some of y'all already know, probably peep game, that the intro video is actually his song. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just had to put like something that's real and authentic, you know what I mean? So the people could feel, you know, the lyrics and everything, the whole vibe, because it's a vibe. You know, there's certain things that we got to do for our mental to get ready for certain things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about that warrior spirit, and I want to kick that to y'all as well. And I know some of y'all about that warrior spirit, but let me go ahead and bring them on, man. I'm talking too much. You know what I'm saying? So y'all go ahead and welcome Almighty Mayasa. What's going on, brother?
Peace, brother. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, yeah, all right, we good now. Yeah, beautiful holy family of Safo. I see my brother Thairu in the chat. Peace of my big brother Bless. You know what I mean? Peace of my big brother Salih in the chat. You know what I mean? Peace. Yo, brother OC. Thank you, man. Appreciate you having me on, man. Beautiful holy.
Yeah, salute you, man. Because like I said, I've been paying attention to you for a while, man. Matter of fact, I think the first time I heard of you, it was the Every Day I'm Struggling song. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know, like I think I don't know how it happened, but I think I was just researching like artists like Dead Prez on the internet, and y'all just so happened to pop up. Like I don't know if you remember the website I Mean or something like that. Like maybe I had some of y'all music on there. I don't know how I ran into y'all. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I ran into y'all, but you know what I mean, once I heard that song, I was like, yo, I gotta look up some more of their music. You know what I'm saying? Then I checked out a couple of y'all mixtapes and it was done after that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say, like, to me, like I feel like y'all the only ones that's really talking how y'all talking. You know what I mean? Like the way y'all spitting, I don't hear nobody else spitting like that. You know what I mean? Like when it comes to, cause you know how brothers do it when they make songs. All we say is we talk about killing each other and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So we never really get into like how to do something to our oppressors and stuff like that. Like the only one time I heard it before y'all was with Dead Press, and I think it was on mixtape where it was like the White House is the Rock House, Uncle Sam is the Bushman, is something like that. But then it was one lyric would run up in the courtroom and something like that. You know what I mean? So that's the type of lyrics that I was looking for, and I found it when I found y'all. You know what I'm saying? So I just want to know, like, where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? As far as like spin like that, what got into your mind and said like, hey, that's what we want to do? You know.
Well, first and foremost, I was politically active. You know, I
Okay.
was I was boots on the ground, suited and booted, as they say. Working with different organizations in New York City, just getting just being a part of the movement, like for real. And what I realized that was that there was a void. Like even as somebody who was conscious or striving or to become a revolutionary and working towards becoming African centered at the time, as young as I was still rapping and listening to music that was still promoting things that I wasn't necessarily about. Um,
Yeah.
I saw the need for our people to have something to listen to, something to be motivated by. So initially, it wasn't about necessarily trying to teach anybody or drop knowledge. It was about really trying to inspire those that was already doing the work. See, the people who can relate to, people who like to hear about their oppressors being dealt with, are the ones who are already out here, who understand what it takes. The ones who are already boots on the ground. So initially, that's what it was about, because I was out there boots on the ground.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
but I can't say I can't say that United Front wouldn't be what it is. It wouldn't exist if it wasn't for groups like Dead Prez. If I never heard Dead Prez, if I never heard Ice Cube, Death Certificate, you know what I mean, X Clan, it was definitely certain groups that inspired or played a part and inspired in what we do. But in regards to just the skill level, me and myself and Dito Green, when I approached him with the idea of doing United Front, and we we was just like, look, if we're not gonna do this if it's gonna be corny. Lyricism always had to be a priority. Being creative and still being lyrical had to be a priority. So, but I'll be honest with you, it wasn't the hardest thing for us to do, because when you live in it and you as talented as the brothers in my crew are, is really not that difficult to do. It's all about just putting it together.
Yeah, that's kind of wild because I know that I really just heard y'all two, Dito Green and yourself. But when it comes to the collective, first off, how many of y'all is it all together? I mean, I almost feel like y'all like a Wu Tang. Like you never really know like who's a part of it. Like how many of y'all is it?
Well, right now, collectively, just as the group musically, it's
Mm.
myself, my brother Doc Mockty, Dito Green, and my brother University Avenue. But we also got an extended family, our Safo gang, our whole crew, my Mayasa family, my brother True, me, True to God, peace to True. I see you out there. My brother Bless, he out there. He a Safo gang. Shout out to Messiah Clothing. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Knowledge Born. Shout out to Sue Tech. Shout out to the big homie Sue Tech. You know what I mean? That's all family right there.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I know that. So like how do y'all really like come together, you know what I'm saying, as far as like, because it's one thing to have rappers, like people that rap could rap a little bit, but it's a whole different thing when all y'all can actually spit, you know what I mean? So like how did y'all even get together like that? Did y'all know each other or y'all found each other like
Definitely,
that?
definitely a lot of history there. Myself and Omar Wali, we go back to teenagers, and it started with music with him and I. Somebody that a mutual friend that we had introduced us, and it was about rapping. It was about MCing. So he uh he linked us up from the first time we spoke. It was just like we've been rocking together ever since about 17, 18 years old, and we've been doing music together ever since. So with him and I, it's always been organic. It's something that we've always done. So it's kind of like routine. Him and I doing music. Dito Green, I met Dito when around the same time, probably around about 19, 20 years old. I met Dito, and we were all part of a collective that we was touring around different colleges around New York and around the country. We was doing different shows, and in that group, it was a handful of MCs who was like the elite ones. And Dito Green was in that group, you know what I'm saying, amongst myself and a few other MCs. So having the respect that I had for him, and we was also friends. So it was just a natural thing. We never did. The funny thing is, I think we might have did music, maybe 1 or 2 songs together prior to that, but we never did music before United Front. So, when I approached him, and I wish he was here to really, he really tells the story better than I do. His memory is better than mine. But he tells the story a lot better than I do in regards to just that first initial conversation when I approached him about United Front. But I knew I had to put him down because he's just one of the MCs. He was one of my favorite MCs. So I knew I had to put him down. It was just about, could we get him right up here? And it was just a natural transition. After the conversation, it was just like, a natural thing. And University Avenue is funny, man. He's a lot younger than the rest of us. But I heard his first album, The Offset Papers, Volume 1. If you never heard that, go check that out. ufasafo.com, The Offset Papers, Volume 1, University Avenue, man. It's like first time I heard first time I heard the brother, man, it was just like I just heard something that I knew I had to collab with. I just knew I wanted him on the team. I'd rather have him down with the team than be going against him. So, and we collabed on the Mike Brown record on The Moment's Revenge. And then it was just a natural thing, man. He just a good brother, stand up brother of integrity, man. So it was just it was important, and it was just a natural progression for him to be down with the crew. So now he's officially down with United Front.
Yeah, so that's a dope thing because a lot of times, like you get a group of brothers that just don't agree on the same page. So the fact that all y'all came together and say like we're gonna do this together and talk about some of the same issues. We're gonna put out that warrior spirit and we just gonna go with it. You know what I'm saying? I think that's a dope thing. So like I heard something, and you could correct me on this. When it comes to the actual name United Front, that it actually came from Khalid Muhammad, one of Khalid Muhammad's speeches, as far as actually having, like we need our own United Front. I know that's something that's actually, I guess being worked on. I haven't seen it on the masses, like really outside of like in fact, and then sometimes like the Nation of Islam, stuff like that. But when it comes to that, coming up with that name, do you feel like that's something that we actually should have, or like what do you feel about actually having the actual United Front? And like what are your thoughts on that, or do you just have a different strategy, on how to fight this war that we in? You know what I mean?
Well, I think we already have a United Front. Those that are already aware, those that already know what the time it is, those that are already African-centered and are working and striving towards achieving sovereignty for African people are already a part of that United Front. The problem is we keep sitting around waiting for 100% participation, but revolution. You know what I mean? It's like the United Front is dead, and the United Front happens whenever we want it to happen, but it don't always happen for the right reason. Like we can be united, have a United Front on that line for them Popeyes chicken sandwiches. You know what I'm saying? Like
for those shoes, or for like
right. We
on
can
Black
unite
Friday.
For all the wrong reasons, but right now we're showing right here on this platform of United Front. You both got, you see that RBG flag right there in the corner. That's the flag that we both love, respect, and honor and will die for. So we have a United Front right here.
I like that. I like that. So yeah, I agree. Definitely. Not only we need a United Front, but I feel like we need to act as a United Front as well, because some of us are not aware that we at war or whatnot. We just not acting as such as people. You know what I'm saying? As far as acting together and doing things together and actually building. You know what I mean? So I feel like
we lost that collective vision. To have that United Front, you gotta have a vision of something bigger and something more important, right? You gotta be working towards something. We don't know what we're working towards. Everybody's still struggling and trying to find a way to do for self to get to that next level. But what are we doing collectively? If we all focused and show the United Front and say we want to focus on African-centered education for our children, we will not let our enemies educate our babies anymore. It will stop. If we show the United Front in just one particular area, But you know, everybody's so scattered, and particularly with this COVID-19 thing, you know, we're communal people, and this is just one of the methods that they're using to keep African people like ourselves apart, because brothers like ourselves supposed to be in the same room, networking, plotting, planning, and strategizing about what we're doing next. We ain't supposed to be over these airwaves talking. We supposed to be in the same room where ain't no other ears listening besides you and us and those we allow in our space.
That's true. That's true. Yeah. I mean, I feel like so it feels like that as a people, you know, we need to have some type of code of conduct, you know, 'cause that's what I will always say. We need a code. We just flat. We need a code. We need something to work with, you know. Just like a code in the streets and stuff like that. You know, in the streets they operate by a certain code, or we operate by a certain code, and then like even Caucasians or whatever you want to call them operate by a certain code as well. I will always say, even if they're arguing, like white people are arguing, as soon as we walk in the room, they all of a sudden, you know, it's a whole different story. They all coded, you know what I'm saying? They looking at us like we the enemy, stuff like that. But I say that to say that like it's very hard for our people to really get together. So my thing is, for the most part, is the reason why I really want to really zoom in on the code, but also have certain different entities as a community to really build on, like for example the music, you know what I mean? So if we could hop on code with the music, you know, there's certain music that certain people put out that plays on our mind again and again and again, that will have certain people to think a certain way about themselves, you know, to have the people to not, you know, attack the right people that they need to attack, you know, and so on and so forth. Like, what do you feel like we need to do in order to get into that bag of like, okay, maybe we need to stop listening to this type of music and come over here and really like focus on like certain sounds and vibrations and affirmations, so we can really move forward with an actual movement. Because I just feel like music is very important for our mental. But what do you feel about that? Okay.
Well, first and foremost, those who are in support of the message got to support the music and the movement. But most importantly, along with the music, you know, it has to come along with something. People don't see the benefit in, like, people may like, okay, I like this particular style of conscious music or this particular artist. If they're not used to listening to that on a regular and supporting that on a regular, they don't really feel the benefit of really supporting that artist. You have to be a part of the community in which you trying to garner support from. People got to be able to touch and feel you. You got to be a part of the people in which, you know what I'm saying, that you're delivering your message to. We quick to give, a lot of times we support these other artists for giving these self-destructive messages because they're actually spending marketing dollars to promote these messages and this music to you. The programming is working because they're spending millions and millions and billions of dollars to program you. But on the other side, when you have artists like United Front, you got Break the Foundation, you got Rock and Musa, you got my brother Kofi, you got my man, my brother DJ out there. So it's a ton of artists out there that are talented and putting out good music. But because there's no machine behind them, there's nobody that's out there that's really pushing it to where the people can realize that this is what we need. There's no machine behind this. So we have to be a part, like you have to be active in order for this to really, really work. Because it's not really about the music for me. It's not. Like, what's more important to me is if what I say can inspire you to go out there and do the work, that's my job. But in order for me to keep doing my job, we need the support.
Yeah, that's true. Now, I'm gonna say, you know, we all have like our different talents as well. You know what I mean? Some people may be, you know, just good at different things. We are like talented in many different things. So there's people out there that say, okay, y'all not really doing what y'all talking about. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, but they really don't. When it comes to other rappers, when they talk about I'm selling this drug or that drug, but like we know that they ain't doing that. But when it comes to like revolutionary rappers, it always seems like some people have problems with like what revolutionary rappers actually have to say. Like, are y'all actually doing it, or you know what I mean? So, like, what do you say to those type of people that's that think like that? You know what I mean?
Well, here's the thing. Hip hop got this thing about keeping it real, right? So if you a drug dealer, in order for me to really appreciate your music, you have to be a real drug dealer. You got to be some type of real killer. But in all reality, if you're a quote unquote conscious rapper, right? So you got you got rappers who former drug dealer type rappers like T.I. or whomever that now may want to put out a conscious record or two, or maybe even do a conscious album. They'll be called a conscious rapper, but they ain't never been in the community. They ain't never helped organize anything that was towards the sovereignty of African people. They're not keeping it real. The reality is, if you're doing this music, again, it's not about the music. It's actually about the work. So you should be a part of something or attached to something that is progressively moving in the direction of sovereignty for African people. You should be connected to, so somebody should be able to vouch for you in this community. I mean, this movement is sacred, and so should be the music, the culture. It should be sacred. You shouldn't just be some dude that could just pick up a microphone and say one or two words and throw an RBG flag up and automatically garner the support of the people who are really out here living and organizing. There should be an elder or a president or a leader of said organization that can speak up and say, that's why Dead Prez got the love that they got. I mean, we didn't know, their organization and leader would be, who they was. I'm not even getting into none of that. We're not going there. But there was a stamp of authenticity on what they were doing and what they represented. And that's what made it, I mean, for me, that's what made it real. Because I was suited and booted. So hearing somebody that was a part of an organization that they was waving the same flag I was waving, at least I thought they was, you know what I'm saying? It made me feel more connected to them and what they were doing. So it is important, but at the same time, we got to understand that, a kid rapping about selling drugs or killing whomever who ain't doing none of that is doing that to change his financial situation, and he's following a trend that has got people paid. That's the benefit that he sees of that. He don't have. I hope he's not keeping it real. I hope he's not causing that kind of destruction in the community. But on the flip side, like there should be, if you're going to like T.I. or whoever, these other rappers that want to be claiming they're doing some conscious hip hop, they should and better be connected to something that's authentic. Like T.I., all the money you got, man, we got plenty of African center schools that can use some of that money. I'm just saying.
Yeah. I mean that's a fact. That's a fact. And I don't know what their brother is doing personally. Maybe he's doing a lot. I don't know.
I'm just using that as an example, even though I know he's going through a whole bunch of other nonsense. But I was just using it as an example.
I feel you. But no, that's real. I look at a lot of because I'm a hip hop head. Like I was basically like hip hop, like it taught me a lot. So I basically grew up off of hip hop, and it helped me, be the type of person I am today. Hearing like different messages, some hip hops, like I could say like Tupac, for example. He could say so many different things, but he could also put like a this and that of consciousness into his music. And sometimes I feel like that would stick in my head more than all of that ratchet stuff that people would say. You know what I'm saying? So I would honestly listen to all type of music, but the fact that the conscious things could stick in my head and then help me grow, that was everything for me. So, but on top of that, I look at rappers as like scholars and lecturers. Like the same, you know what I mean? So we got a lecture like platform of people that just teaching certain things, but we also have rappers that's doing more than in an artsy way, perhaps. Right. You know what I mean? So even with lecturers, they got certain lecturers that just like super smart, they can teach, but they ain't doing that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then we got some rappers that's doing the same thing, or you know, so I look at them all the same. So the fact that the people would actually say that about certain rappers, like, is beyond me. Because even if let's just say, even if they did stuff for their community, but they putting out music to reach certain people so they can do more, or encourage them to do more. To me, that's a lot. That's actually putting in work too. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't see the problem, you know, when it comes to stuff like that. So that's stuff that we need. We need a balance, first off, you know. So I go back to y'all music just so I can get a balance. Like I need a detox. Let me listen to, you know, UF, you know what I mean, for a week or whatever every day, so I can get my mind straight. You know what I'm saying? So, because I've been listening to Gucci Man or whatever, you know, for way too long. Let me just detox him. That's my eye. We need a balance. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that it's really not that many of y'all actually doing it. So that really have a big piece when it comes to, you know, putting out music and stuff like that. So that's why I get excited every time I hear something. I'm like, okay, I'm here for it. You know what I'm saying? So I just respect y'all and I salute y'all for that. You know, first off.
Thank you. Thank you.
So, but I'm gonna say this: who's the best spitter in your group, man? Yeah, who's the best spitter in your group?
Well, I see my brother Doc Motley in the chat, man. So, all right, nah, man, that's a tough question, man. But I'll put it like this: if my favorite rapper in the world, and has been for many years, is my brother Doc Motley, Ambassador O. Like he's I don't think he gets the people don't really know how much of a role he plays in to just everything that comes out from United Front. Like he doesn't get the credit he deserves, but that dude, like lyrically to me, is a monster. I can't name nobody better, and that's just my opinion. And I'm not saying that because he in my crew. If he wasn't in my crew, I'd be like, this dude is one of the illest MCs I ever heard. But he's been doing this for the past over 30 years. I've been hearing him rap, man. Like he's a beast, man. So I'm gonna say Doc Motley, but Deedle Green, my whole crew is monsters, man.
Yeah, they are. They are. I tell you, Ambassador have a slick way of saying some creative stuff. Like I'm like, okay, yeah, he nice, And I probably don't remember, but he like checked me like a minute ago on some stuff that I respected. You know what I mean? And I remember it still to this day. He just have a wise way of talking to people. You know what I mean? So I was just like, you know what, you're right. You know what I'm saying? And I remember that. You know, every.
That's why we call him a young elder. We call him a young elder.
Yeah, I respect dude for real. All right, so the way you guys spit, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I said, you can wrap around a lot of people, and the fact that the reason, like, yeah, I know y'all do it for the love. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all do it for the love, you know, because I know y'all ain't getting no money like that, you know, for the music that y'all do. You know, it's not gonna be commercialized, you know what I mean?
Not yet.
Okay. You say not okay.
Not yet.
I can dig. Yeah, speak that to this instant, like for real.
Indeed.
But you know, and I'm just saying, like just like this channel, I don't know why, you know, it's just the content I put it out that YouTube ain't mess with it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't tripping. You know, it's all out of love. And like you said, you know, I'm gonna let the people decide what they want to decide. But it's just a certain way how y'all spit. It's just way different. I listen to other people. I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking like, maybe these brothers, like, do you get into battle rap and stuff like that? Because y'all got that type of energy. You
That's
know?
that's pretty much the see battle rap as people know it now wasn't it was just a part of the culture when we was coming up. When we was MCing coming up, myself, Deedle Green, Doc Monty, like coming up, it was like that's how you earned your respect. Oh, this kid over here, he's nice. Well, yeah, I got a battle. And that's just how it was. And we went from, I would travel like, Doc Monty he'd tell you like he was there. Like I went all over the city, man. Anybody who wanted it, like, you know, and let's just say, man, I still got a donut on the end of that record. I'm just saying though. I don't want to be talking, I'm just saying like, but that was back in the day, ain't even about that. But that energy, that's just how as an MC in New York is very competitive. Everybody was rapping. Everybody's an MC. And there's a lot of it was a lot of cats who can spit. So you always had to be on your toes. You always had to have some verses on deck, be able to freestyle, switch it up, whatever. And you had to put it to the test. You had to sharpen your sword. And I was in the crew that everybody was nice. So the blade stay sharp. So it just, it just was a natural progression. It's just something that just never left us. That's just a style of how we developed. That's how our style developed. Just from coming out of New York City.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Like, could you see yourself hopping in the battle rap world? Like a URL type of thing.
I thought about it, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I can't do it, man. I need a beat, man. I'm not even with all of that acapella. Like, throw the beat on, man. Like, what we doing? We talking?
Right. Freeway casket. You know what I mean? I mean, sometimes you gotta throw a beat on in your head. You know what I'm saying? It just kind of.
I get it. I get it. But I mean, I thought about it. I've got some people that was trying to make certain things happen for me in different times, but I'm not with it, man. I'm not with it, man. You know what I'm saying? But I always say, man, if somebody want it, man, just call me out, man. That's the best way. You know what I'm saying? Always with me, like just say my name, and then as the competitor in me is like, I don't know if I'll be able to not say something if it's something I need to respond to. So more than likely, I'll get back in the ring if somebody swing at me. But otherwise than that, man, I'm good.
Okay, I dig it. And I'm just looking at some of these questions. You know what I mean? You can answer it if you want to answer it. It's completely up to you. You know what I mean? People know you got bars. They want to know if you have new music dropping soon or something like that. Like what's up?
Well, I do have new music. Soon? I don't know. I don't know how soon. It depends on what you say soon. I will say, will it be this year? Absolutely.
It's the beginning of the year, man. You can't do that. So like in a month or something like that, or next month, like.
Look, hold on. Is Doc Monty still in the chat? I don't know, man. Doc Monty will have to answer that, man. I don't know how soon, because I still need certain things that got to be, So Doc Monty, if you're listening, no, people was waiting on this album, man. So let's
So how many solo albums do you have?
Solo?
Yeah, solo.
Black Power, Manhood, Rap, The Moment's Revenge. Just 2, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Yeah, how long ago was your last one?
The Moment's Revenge was the last one I did solo.
Like how long ago was that?
That was 2014, man. Yeah,
it was a good time, man. I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
No, look, man. Look, one thing. Look, I did a lot of pump faking over the years. I'd be the first one to admit that there's a lot of projects, but a lot of things have happened over the course of the years, man. I've been inspired, uninspired. Like, I'm just one of them type of artists, man. But I will say, like, right now, I'm locked in. I'm so determined to prove a lot of people wrong. The haters, the doubters, those who tried to knock us down and thought that we wasn't coming back, try to throw some dents in the shield, like I wasn't, like I wasn't here. But nah, the album is coming. I got 2 projects actually dropping this year. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of music. I got a lot to say, man. So yeah.
Okay, that's what's up. You don't do a lot of, or do you do a lot of features? I don't think I've seen you on people's like like projects and stuff like that much.
Nobody reached out, man. Like, yo, all right, you know what? I'm gonna say this first before anybody start, me dogging me too quick in the chat. And there's anybody who ever reached out for a feature. There was a time, when I first moved up here to where I'm at now, like it was rough for me to even find a studio. So people would reach out for features, and I dragged my feet a lot. A lot of people reached out for verses that I didn't get them. So those people, exclude those people from that, but that was years ago. But nobody reached out for features, man. I don't really get too many. I reach out to a couple cats, but people don't reach out to me for features for whatever reason. I don't take it personally. It's all good.
Okay. Hey, I heard it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all want that work, you know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all get them up.
Yo, Doc is crazy.
But yeah, so all right. So like, what I want to ask you this, because hopefully some of the people here, or most of the people here, checked out your music in between the time. You know what I mean? Things like that. If they don't know, I mean, hopefully they should know by now. But what is the best bar like you feel like you ever spit? You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's that question caught me off guard, man. What's the best bar I ever spit?
That you ever spit? You know what I mean? Because I heard some joints, you know what I mean? I got like some of my, like, yeah, you be spitting those shocker type bars, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like this one. Like, what would you say? It said something like a black man would beat you to his blood in your blue eyes. I'm like, man, the way you said that, I was just like, man, that's I ain't never heard. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna be honest, man. I don't even know. I can't even answer that question, man. I would have to think about that one, man. You really caught me off guard with that one. I don't know. I don't think I have a. Yo, Doc, man, help me out, Doc. I don't know if I don't know. I would have to think about that one. I'll get back to you. I'm gonna answer that question before we go.
Okay. I was about to say, so you don't got no bars where you was like, yo, I outdid myself. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah, get back to me on that one.
Yeah, for sure. I got you.
All right, so like because you do have a lot of knowledge. I like to know like who is your teachers? Like who are the people that you like follow, you know what I mean, or like respect and on a daily basis and stuff like that.
First and foremost, Malcolm, peace be upon him. When I was about 8 years old, I read the autobiography of Malcolm X. And I can't say, obviously I'm 8. I couldn't really internalize a lot of the messages and, the power and the wisdom from him. I couldn't really internalize it at that age, but he left a mark on me that lasted. And when I came across certain information, you know what I mean? Like Malcolm, just as an example of manhood, of warriorhood, he just exuded everything that I wanted to be at a young age. So first and foremost, I always give credit to Malcolm, peace be upon him. Man, I just remember listening to a lot of Dr. Khaled Abdul Muhammad, peace be upon him, Amos Wilson, but people, Dale Jones, peace be upon him. But I'm gonna say people that I've been around personally that, dropped a lot of wisdom on me, that, showed me great examples, gave me some great information. I'm gonna give credit to Irritated Genie, Brother Kush, the Black Unifier, Brother Coltrane Shimaringa, Black Men's Movement. Peace be upon him. Brother Abdul Haq, Omar Wali Clay, Sister Viola Plummer, my big brother Shaka Shakur, my big brother Devon Allah, you know what I'm saying? King Samir, man, even Sinetta, man, like these are all my like big brothers. So man, even my brother Bless here in the chat, my brother True, like all these brothers are great minds. And most importantly, I'm gonna say last but definitely not least, I gotta give a lot of credit to Baba Baruti.
Okay. That's what's up. Cause I know it's at a certain point where I saw y'all brothers, with a brother not by the name of Irritated Genie. You know what I mean? I don't know if he have a different name because I haven't been seeing them like lately as much as I used to and things like that. So is he like still a part of the collection or like what's going on with the brother? I haven't really seen him in a minute.
I don't, me and Jeannie, ain't no issues, ain't no beef. Jeannie, Jeannie has, his own things that he has to get together, man. No disrespect, peace to that brother. Nah, he's not a part of United Front. He was never necessarily part of United Front. He was a real good friend of mine, a real good brother of mine, a leader of mine, I would say, at one point in my life, and just a big brother. But I'm over here, he's over there. Life got a way of just sometimes people got to go their separate ways, man. But peace and respect to that brother.
Yeah. I mean, people grow apart, or per
Absolutely.
se have different agendas or whatever. You know what I mean? So definitely understand that. So
But I
at
still
the time,
support that brother, just for the record, man. I still love and support that brother, and and regardless of what some people may want or think, man, you will never get me to say or even think a negative thing about that brother, man. Because I know his sincerity and what it is that he's trying to do, or what he was trying to build with Straight Black Pride, Born on the Horizon. And I was there for a lot of things that a lot of people didn't get to witness, man. So people could say feel how they want, but that brother's sincere, man. He's solid, man. But it is what it is.
yeah, that's respect. That's respect. I mean, like he put out some like great content. Like I heard some great stuff from him. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And of course, we heard other stuff and stuff like that. But me, I'm not a follower of actual people. I follow their work. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to some of the things that he did, like salute, I respect it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm on. I mean, so that's what's up. That's what's up. So I kind of, man, I kind of want to. I don't know if I want to. All right, so I kind of want to put you on the spot just a little bit. You know what I mean?
Brother, go ahead. Talk your
All
talk,
right.
brother. Go ahead.
All right. So, man, I just want to hear some. Do you have some bars, like some unwritten bars? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Man,
that I
man,
don't know. 'Cause I know you got a lot up there. You know what I'm saying?
man. See
You
again.
don't have to do it, but it's completely up to you.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be something else we gonna have to come back to. I'm not saying no, but maybe something we have to come
Okay.
back to. Maybe kind of caught me off guard, but that's another. Man, been a long day. Plus, I'm not. I'm an old whippersnapper, man. I'm not one of them young. Let me freestyle.
Okay. You don't gotta like that no more. Okay.
Yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. 'Cause I wanted some people to really, really hear some bars. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna play this clip. You know what I mean? Like the clip that some of us already saw. I just want people to actually see some of the bars. And please, like y'all, if y'all haven't downloaded any of the music or heard any songs, go to the websites. They got like a minute.
www.ufasafo.com.
Yeah, and I'm gonna post it actually. I'm gonna pin that, but y'all gonna have to go on there. They got like minute clips that you could hear like a minute of it. You know what I'm saying? And then you could, if you like that song, you could purchase it. Or if you just want the whole album, you know what I'm saying, purchase that joint. You know what I mean? I know I had to go back and purchase some more just recently. You know what I mean? So let me go ahead and I'm gonna play this clip. We're gonna come back and chop it up for a little more. I just want y'all to see, like, if y'all haven't saw it yet, you know what I mean, and take this time to go to the website as well. So let me go ahead and play this joint. All right. The heart, the front line is with the fire. Too black, too strong, too wide. These black men are beats into this blood. Blue eyes, calling it the crisis. I call it west surprises. Because the Lord supply that's in the situation. Get attacked and just drop it on the lines. From my people, that's the me and our cop. I'ma put you in the grave. I rise like the sun with my gun and my gun, and I walk with them hand in hand like a brother and son. My God told me stand strong. Never told me to run. My gun to my enemies. Once it's done, I rise like the sun with my gun and my gun, and I walk with them hand in hand like a brother and son. My God told me stand strong. Never told me to run. My gun to my enemies. Once it's done, I'm praying as I'm spraying automatics, never laying down to the cracker. I'm attacking all rotates. Drop like some lot. All rings I'm blazing. All leg, all hand. A law is raised. Got no love for the same. Tackle the slave. Training rapists. If you think I don't know the truth, you sadly mistaken. 680 underneath that religion of the African continent. Man, the battle stages start the African jihad. The time is gone chasing. Yeah, you really want me. God, AR's on me. And God, you teach y'all. AR's cause changes. Freedom fighters could never die. We all cause evil. I rise like the sun. It's like the two minds with God's voice. What I'm saying, negotiating the same. The way the time, I'm so happy to keep mine. Don't make me double take for every single time. Ever any time, any never time to die. I spray the ratchet out there, don't move me backwards. I'm sitting there bullets and packets and all packets. Forward is the motion. Killing levels on different levels of pocket motion. Stop me from control. On our way to life, I got a knife to slit scope. My people hype us, but our rights always don't scope. I see it, stay in loose. I roll in the maximum. OG crackers in the planet, just like the Africa. Crackers in the Mexican present from Mama Africa. Can't wait to blast you up. I mention the spiritual pickup because it's triple fast enough. Catch a devil in my world, you won't get wrong. I study with my mind on the hook. I put the chip jaw. Over Wally and Bomani, that's a big problem. Over then I write the names of the spit balls. Over time, you stand up and let the beat. It's why I stay inside my seat like I was paraplegic. Repression like the tourniquet. Triple crack and terminate for the summer to smoke. My training for it's like Donna Ferguson. Yeah, but the queen break the burners in the western big boys never turn to this. You a sneeze bag, rockin' the drawers and PC pads. The Raiders and crack, I spit rehab. Sharp shooting in the front like I was J.R. Smith. But I shoot crackers, I'm reppin' for Trayvon. And once I let the AR spit, all you hear is that till the AR quit. No hesitation, I will spray y'all quick. Rolling round inside the AR on the crayons. That's how we stay alive. You crackers will be killed. Before I say it, now listen to who I am. So when it comes to my something else, I'm talking about trying to listen to my heart on radio, listening to it on the stereo, listening all day long. Let's talk about it. Let's turn it up. Black power, black power. You got it's how my brothers survive. It's black power. Yeah, just wanted to play that joint, man. So like this, yeah, that's some of my favorite bars. You know what I mean? You know that you have videos to. You know, so yeah, those man, you be spitting, man. You be spitting.
Thank you, brother.
So, yeah. So speaking of like, I just some of those bars, you know what I mean? Like do you? Because some people have like different things to say. Well, I ain't really worried about all of that. But what do you feel about like, because it's certain things like have anyone ever talked to you guys about some of the bars that y'all spit, some of the bars that y'all put together when it comes to like like even with that scene of you guys like that, like the indication of hopping on the train or whatever and just like letting it spray. Like, do anybody say like, hey, don't do that, or that's a no no, or you know what I mean? Like yeah, I better watch out. Like, how, did anybody ever come to y'all like that?
Yeah, I mean, all the time. Like, you know, and it's sometimes it'll be the conscious brother or sister that sometimes, you know, I better be careful. You know, everybody's concerned about what could potentially happen based on what we saying. But you know, we agitators. When you're revolutionary, man, like what comes with it. I tell you a story though, man. My brother Bless, I think he in the chat. I think I still see him out there. My brother Bless. I remember one time, I think it might have been The Moment's Revenge. I think it was that album, and he had a barbershop out in Queens. Shout out to Bless, man. Shout out to Bless. Um, I gave him pardon me. I gave him the album. He was like, I can't play this in the shop. You know, I'm scaring like my customers, man. Like, it's like it's upsetting people. And I'm like, listen, man. And then he was saying something about him playing it, certain things for his kids. Now, mind you, this is my brother, man. Like he got a clothing line called Messiah Clothing after the Honorable Marcus Messiah Garvey, peace be upon him. And he was nervous about playing my music. And I'm like, listen, man, I think I used Rick Ross as an example. I'm like, you play Rick Ross? He was like, yeah. I'm like, oh, well, there's no problem with that. But you worried about what people going to think about what I'm saying. You know,
Yeah,
it's crazy. It's like, we're programmed. Like we're comfortable with Black Death.
yeah,
Like
yeah,
we're comfortable with it. Me, Mafia movies is some of my favorite movies to watch because they're usually killing each other. Like I love it. Braveheart, like I love white on white violence. It's great to me. So black on white violence is even greater. I'm just saying.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I've heard of some different individuals saying like it's no way they can really talk about this stuff and get away with it. You know what I mean? Like how are they doing it? You know what I mean? I think it was like who was it? D.L. Hughley that said like there's people that came to him and say like, hey, we don't want you to joke about like certain things when it comes to white people. You know what I mean? So don't put that in your comedy. So if you happen to do that, then we want to shut you down and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So like I find that type of stuff interesting. You know what I mean? But what do you feel about that whole realm of like don't talk about this or else this will happen. You know what I mean? Like are you worried or afraid or I mean like how did that work for you? You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, for me, man, I don't know. When when I decided to do United Front, like I left behind some other opportunities. Like legit. Like I could have easily been maybe one of your favorite mainstream rappers as opposed to what I'm doing now. Like easily. And the opportunity and the doors was right there in front of me. But there was a bigger mission and a bigger calling that I had as an artist and as a man. Like I have a bigger vision other than being somebody's favorite rapper or the biggest rapper or being some famous rapper. It's about sovereignty and freedom for Black people. So my motivation for my music and who I'm trying to inspire are those who are trying to achieve the same. When you have ambitions to be rich, famous, or where you feel you have something to lose, they can control you. There's no machine behind me. There's no monster behind, there's nobody signing no checks from us. Anything we've ever gotten from behind us, whether monetary or otherwise, came from the people, from African people who see things the same way we see it. So, and we're on the same mission. We fight in the same fight. Nobody can tell me what to say because I'm not driven by what you can take from me or what you can give me. My motivation is freedom and sovereignty, period. And that's why consistently for the past 20 years, United Front been doing what we've been doing.
Yeah, yeah. And for me, I'm like, if let's just say if I got boots on and I'm doing work, for the community and things like that, and I don't have anything to listen. If all I have to listen to is just like this twerk song or this song of somebody killing a brother, and this and that and the third, it's like how could I even mentally get my mind ready to do what I need to do for the people? You know what I'm saying? Especially if it's nothing to listen to. So if all I have to listen to is just this love song, some people listen to the R&Bs and stuff like that. Like, how can I mentally do what I need to do, strap up and fight for the people if I don't have the music to support it? Because like a lot of the things that we do, we are literally backed up by music. Without music, there probably wouldn't be a lot of things going on. We already know movies wouldn't be what it is today. We already know, like, a lot of these people wouldn't even have certain actions, if it wasn't for music to put in play. And I didn't see brothers hop in a car, listening to some music, and, smoke a little weed and stuff like that. And before they go out and do their acts, or even just as simple as going to the club. Well, let me pop on these songs so I can get ready, get hyped, and do what I need to do, talk to these women or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's a strategic thing that what y'all doing. You know what I mean? And
oh, absolutely.
We're putting it into the music and like really being considered. Y'all could have easily switched it up. Y'all could have said, well, that was this album. You know what I mean? Let's hop on something else, like for the next albums and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all just for keeping that consistent. You know what I mean? Because that's literally not out there. Even when we talk about Dead Prez, they don't really do that no more. I mean, their music is completely different from what it used to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So nobody's doing it. Nobody's doing it.
Well, the thing is, when you consistently see, art is inspired by life and vice versa. So when you're living what you're talking, you can't switch it. All you can do is grow in it and develop it and fine tune it and master it. There's no changing or switching up what I'm saying and doing. And music has played a real key role, a pivotal role into every stage of this world that we've been in since we touched these shores. Back in the days, we had what they called what was being referred to as Negro spirituals, but those was coded messages. Swing low, sweet chariot, and all of that. That those was coded messages of how to guide us out from our situation towards freedom, what to look out for. That was how we communicated and gave signals to one another. The crack had coming. Like we had ways of speaking to one another that through the music that other people didn't pick up on, because we were an oppressed people. So we are an oppressed people, excuse me. So we have to find ways and methods to communicate to one another. And the most effective way for us is music. Even during the Black Panther, during the Black Panther Party time, they had music. Freedom got a shotgun. Every stage of this shared music has been a part of how we dealt with our oppression, how we communicated to one another, and how we shared our collective vision for what it is we was trying to do.
Yeah. I feel like they know how powerful music is, and that's the reason why they made it their business to control all the music industries. You know what I'm saying? So then even back in the day, they even have a movie out right now of the sister that made the song Strange Fruit. Things like that. Billie Holiday. Court cases, Billie Holiday, how they had court cases, against her, so she would not sing that song. They just didn't want the people to rebel, against like what they was doing, so they felt like music would have people to rebel and act how they supposed to do. Because if somebody utilize you and harass you and things like that, you're supposed to like say, I'm gonna fight you back. But to have music that say like, yeah, we should be doing this, they don't want that. You know what I'm saying? So even in the 90s, there was a bunch of songs of brothers that saying, like, we need to fight back the police. We need to kill the police. and things like that. So the government came down on that field. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
I mean, like, what do you think the first song an African sung here on these shores under freedom? I mean, under slavery and oppression. The first song they sung was about getting free. Music from the very start here in America for African people has been about liberation. We didn't come here singing folk tales about whatever. We came here singing about how we gonna get free. That's what we were singing about. We were singing about our struggle and our plight for liberation, our fight for liberation. That's what we, from the moment we set foot on these shores, those were the songs we were singing.
That's facts.
And United Front is a continuation of that legacy, and that's what my next album is about. Vengeance is a bloody blade is what the title of my next album. And that's kind of what my album is about. It's about the continuation of a legacy, picking up the sword and continuing the fight that has been laid before us. That's what our legacy is. It's struggle. It's fighting until we get free, and we got to keep continuing passing that bloody blade to the next generation.
That's hard. That's hard. And my father, like, when you said it was coming out again?
Yo, Doc, where you at? Doc in the chat. Ask him. Doc in the chat. Ask him when it's coming out.
I don't know if that's an exclusive right there, because like you ain't give up the name until now. So like,
vengeance is a bloody blade. And look out for Conversations too. That's my other album that's dropping later on in the year. But Vengeance is a bloody blade is the title of the album, and it's an official album, all original beats, and it's you know, I got something to say. He said soon. That's all he.
Okay.
He says shout out to Mental Son. I see you, brother. Side-fold.
Yeah. Mental Son. Yo, what up? Bought a hoodie from, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. Check out Artifact. Yeah. Definitely. Well, brother, I ain't gonna keep you for too long. I know you said you got a long day. You had a long day, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So, just the last thing, if the people have any questions y'all want me to ask them, you know what I mean? Definitely put it in the chat now. You know what I mean? So we can get to it. But outside of that, brother, like I definitely appreciate you, coming by. You know what I'm saying? It's like I respect you. You know what I mean? I respect what you do.
Thank you,
I only hope that more people catch on to what y'all doing and kind of do the same, because we really need to balance it. We really need like people just a time for us to cut off dead and go over here. You know what I'm saying? To what y'all doing. You know what I mean? If more people was able to do it, and make that a movement, exactly what y'all doing and talking about, that would be a beautiful thing. So like, I look at y'all as like revolutionaries for what y'all do. And I just wanted to catch fire so other people could really get it in. But if not that, then everybody need to be listening to y'all. If y'all the only ones, that's fine too. But everybody needs to, do that. Hopefully our children could pick that up and move it forward. You know what I mean?
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you having me on your platform and reaching out, brother. This was super, super dope. And I'll definitely probably when the album coming out, definitely would like to drop back through. You know what I'm saying? And let the people hear what what's going on. But I just want to stress to people that there are artists out here that's moving the culture forward. Like, we got to support these artists that decide to not go in a direction of Black destruction, but go in the way of Black liberation. Like, again, shout out to Brick the Foundation, Rock and Musa. Man, pardon me, I really can't. My mind is just drawing a blank right now. But it's so many other. Tahir RBG, shout out to Big Homie Godfather. Tahir RBG, like. There are a ton of artists that can be supported, and the thing is, we can't attract new blood, some young talent to this lane if they don't feel like they're gonna have some support. See, me, I appreciate all the love and support that we have gotten throughout the years, and the love and support we can't really get right now. But we definitely can use some more. We definitely would like to grow and build this lane for other artists to be able to step in here and be able to express themselves in a way that's beneficial to us. Make them feel like they're going to be supported when they decide to walk away from the industry and away from the garbage and the nonsense, and they decide to speak about that RBG, that they're going to be supported and not have to go out here and do things for money and pussyfoot and fucking tiptoe through the tulips to make $1, you know, singing and dancing, you know what I mean, for chicken sandwiches out here. Like, if this is what we want, if the people want revolutionary content and revolutionary music, you have to support it, man. Brother put out an album, man, go cop it. He got a shirt, he got merch, whatever. Go, yo, put this video on repeat. Let the people know that there's a demand for this. Let's start pushing the culture and moving the culture forward, so that way we can really start letting the youth know that you can do this. Like, when I heard the reason why I got inspired, one of the reasons I got inspired to do United Front, seriously, sounds crazy, but when I heard Dead Prez say cracker on the album, I was like, hold up, you can do that? Like, just that little that changed the game for me. And I probably broke records with saying cracker on record. I believe, like, in the African Book of World Records, that my name's gonna be at the top for saying cracker in the most songs.
Yeah. Yeah, straight up. No, I think I know the bar that you're talking about. That's the bar I was searching for. Like, who shot Biggie Smalls? They gonna get them. They gonna get us all. I'm down for running up on them crackers in the city. I mean,
Right.
like, after I heard that, I wanted more of that part. You know,
yeah, that was it.
This is what I feel like y'all was doing. Yeah.
Right. Absolutely.
Yeah. So. For sure. Okay, one last question. I just want to know this, because I look at you as a scholar, like, for real. Like, the way you speak, the way all y'all speak. I look at y'all as scholars, you know what I mean? Y'all very intellectual. Y'all know what y'all talking about, things like that. So what do you feel that we need to do as a people in order to get free? Because I'm going to say nothing has changed. I'm just going to be 100% real. You know what I mean? I feel like we are still slaves. I mean, no matter if it's mental slavery or actual slavery, you know, because I feel like a lot of our brothers and sisters are in jail. It's way more than there ever was in slavery in history. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of our people are messed up. But what do we need to do to get free?
That's I'll be the first to tell you, bro, that's a very complex question with a complex answer. It's not one answer to that question of how we get free. But what I will say is that there are some fundamental things that we need to understand in order for us to get free. And that's one, we can't allow or continue to allow our enemies to educate our children. Two, Africa must be a part of our vision and our future, and collectively we must unite under a collective understanding that we are all African. We must accept one identity as a people. I think Garvey had the most solid plan. And whatever we do, our freedom is definitely linked to Africa. So our freedom and the freedom of the continent of Africa is linked together. So, but what we do to get there, there's many routes to take to get there, man. But, you know, our ancestors, I think, you know, a lot of our ancestors had it right, which is, you know, the Honorable Dr. Bobby Wright, peace be upon him. He said, blood debts are repaid in blood. If we think we're going to get free by, you know, hugging these people, and, like, one thing I'm convinced of is that it's going to be some bloodshed. It's going to take some bloodshed to get there. For what my vision of is freedom. Other people may have a different idea of what freedom is. But for those who want freedom the way that I see it, which is a free, sovereign Africa and African spaces across this globe, where we are protected and respected. I think, you know, that's what I see. And it's going to take bloodshed to get there.
Man, I can feel that. You know, and I just want to say, like, some people feel like it's a spiritual war and things like that, but I don't say, like, do you know, like, bloodshed is a part of like a spirit. You know what I mean? Like people shed blood in order to like erupt a certain spirit to move forward. You know what I mean? So that's actually a spiritual thing.
I see.
Bloodshed. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
see.
you know,
Absolutely.
and I'm just saying. You know, so the people that think it's just this. You know what I mean? In order to get free, in order to do what we need to do as a people, it's going to take way more than that. You know what I'm saying? So like, if you're truly spiritual, like you say you are, and you got to know, you got to do what you got to do to get where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? So, and I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna bounce it back off of you for the last words, and I'm going to let you get back to the family and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying? So,
Well, let me just
yeah.
first and foremost give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to my sister Malkia. I see you out there. Shout out to the brother Daryl Williams. I see you. Shout out to my brother True. That's my brother right there. Peace and love. Let me see who else we got out here. Omawali, Doc Monty. I see you. Big Yacht. I see you. Mental Son. I just want to salute everybody, man, who support United Front, who support me and everything that I've been doing and trying to do, with United Front, with my brand. Um, and yeah, look out for Vengeance is a Bloody Blade coming according to Omawali. Look, blame Omawali. Okay, he said soon. That's his words. So the album is coming soon. You know what I'm saying? So look out for Vengeance is a Bloody Blade. Hold up. Harriet Shotgun out right now. Please go get that. Please go get that
Fire,
right now. That
fire.
is a classic. That is Doc Monty and University Abs album. That is absolutely stupid. Like, man, look, man, just please, like I'm saying, if you love revolutionary music, if you love your African self, you're gonna love United Front. Go support, 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 support. Pick up Cypher Incomplete by Doc Monty. Pick up the Offset Papers. Pick up Church in the Field by Deedle Green. ufasafo.com. Check out our Instagram at the_Vanguard UF and a beautiful Hodier. Shout out to my elder Baba Baruti.
That's right. Peace to the guys. And all right. And I'm gonna holler at y'all for a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and sign the brother off. I appreciate you, brother, again. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
So
thank you,
like,
brother. Appreciate
yeah,
you.
thank
Salute.
you. Yeah. Salute, man. Peace to the guys. All right, y'all. You know what I mean? That was that. You know what I mean? So I just wanted to have the music conversation because, like I said, I feel like that's very, very important for our people. You know, so we listen to all type of things, but we know it's a step forward to really get our mental correct, and we can move forward. You know, with these type of affirmations and things that we need for our brain. You know what I mean? So this is one of the brothers that's part of a group called United Front and a SAFO. They're yelling out the SAFO, you feel me? And and things like that. So like really go to the website. I have it pinned. Go to the website. Least thing you can do is click on some of the songs and see if you'll like it. If you don't, you don't. But I can guarantee you're gonna like their music. You're gonna like what they have to say. You know what I mean? So just go ahead, download some of their music, and they got merch as well. You know what I mean? Don't sleep on that merch. You know what I'm saying? They got merch as well if you wanted to just support the brothers. Because, right now, I know he said in the future, it's going to change as far as like, it could be well commercialized. But right now, these brothers, people ain't really mess with it. It's really got to come from us. You know what I'm saying? So, like, everybody else is making whatever money off of us. You know what I'm saying? We can at least put the money back into our own pockets, especially for some brothers that's actually giving us like some real music. You know what I mean? So how many of us been begging for real music and it's out there? And not just only them. You know what I mean? There's other ones out there as well. I'm saying support it all. You know what I mean? Because we need to change. We need to change the vibrations. You know what I mean? So we got too much of the other stuff that's in the air. I would love to hear brothers roll down the street, playing some, United Front or some other brother that's really conscious and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I would love to hear that down the street versus some, busted, you know what I mean? Some busted song, you know what I mean? Or somebody, killing another brother, you know what I'm saying? Just over some drugs or something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying we need a balance. A lot of this stuff, and they do have songs that children could listen to. And if it was me, it's just me. They could be talking about killing this, killing that, and my daughter could listen to it. You know what I'm saying? It's up to me, the teacher, right from wrongs anyway. So I'm gonna tell her exactly like what that's about and why they feel that way. Things like that. So it's all up to you. So I mean, we listen to everything else anyway, like you said. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to leave y'all with that, you know. And I don't know. I feel like I should bring people in. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's do this. Cause I kind of want to talk about this music thing like a little more. So I'm gonna put out the link, right? I'm gonna share it with y'all. Like if y'all want to come in, I just want to talk to the people. You know what I mean? So let me know what y'all feel about the show today, or just let me know what's on your mind. All right. So I'm gonna put the link out. If you want to pop in, let's get it. I mean, let's chop it up. All right. So let me see it. Just put the link out. Here, I'm gonna pin it. Hold on for a second. Let me pin this joint so y'all could come back up. All right. Right. So whoever want to chop it up, you know what I mean, because I want to chop it up with the music, about the music industry or whatever you want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? So let's see who pop up, who want to holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Let's see, I got it pinned. I haven't got it airing on Facebook, so whoever on Facebook, y'all should be able to come in too. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's real. It's real. Like the music industry is something else too. You know what I mean? The music industry is something else. Like I done heard horror stories of people, they really wanted to say something, but whoever owns the record company said, don't do that. You know what I mean? So it's almost like slavery in the record companies as well. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. All right, no, nobody want to chop it up, then I'm gonna end it. I mean, let me see who want to chop it up. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, so I guess I'm gonna end it. I don't see anyone popping up just yet. I don't know what's going on. If we don't got nothing to say, if it was just too much to handle, I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna say, hey, peace to guys. Appreciate y'all coming through, watching. And hopefully y'all learn something, or y'all can take something from this, and we can move forward as a people. You know what I'm saying? And I want us to live by a code and just kind of go with that. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of this music is going to help us live by a code. Like even during slavery, some of us actually know that we always sung songs that the quote unquote slave master couldn't even understand. And the whole time we was talking about getting free. We was talking about, doing something to the quote unquote slave master, things like that. So, you know what I mean? So I'm just saying, we got to speak in code. A lot of our music got to be in code too, so we can know what's up. I mean, we need that balance. So again, I'm gonna say peace to the gods. I'm gonna holler at y'all until next time. All right. Let me go ahead and get y'all with the outro. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna play the brother again. Love this song. Y'all check out this video too. It's a full video on YouTube. You know what I mean? So all love.
Yeah. They insured the ships, they paid for the whips, they funded the expeditions, they paid for the trips, and they talk about genocide, they funded our Holocaust, they screaming out Mazel Tov from throwing the Molotov. Hit you in your noggin, now your yarmulke falling off. It's Yahweh or the highway, you'll be dead when the shots spark. When the shots hit your chest, it'll burn like Bacardi Dark. Return to the Falasha, kill the white Jew and Pasta, because you lack the matzah to deal with my people proper. Now you gon' have to deal with this bleeping shotgun, the slum lord. The moment you see me, you know you done for. You even see my face on your TV, you better run for it. The evil people, unequal. You claim to be the chosen people. The wrath of God come to see you. No respect for Israel, you criminal, set the colony. You hate me cause I'm speaking the truth. You try to silence me.
I believe in my God and in my gun. And you say, well, you don't really believe in God and you believe in the gun. I believe in God and my gun. And I'm